Hi there YouTube, Extreme Trains here. This is part 3, the final part of my Zany Trains and Thomas Wood collaborative video. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, they are links down in the description below. Without spoiling anything, there is a plot on Sodor, as there always is. There's got to be some villains, and some of the engines are getting concerned that someone might be up to some mischief. So, are they going to work out what's going on in time? Guess you're going to have to watch to find out. Let's do it. At the Sodor nuclear power plant, Percy and Toxic Ted had coupled up together to form a long, toxic train.
Oh, Percy, I am so glad you've taken me on this trip with you. I can't wait to deliver this toxic waste. It's my thing, you know. No problems at all. None. Let's get moving. Oh, sweet Sodor. I hope nothing happens on my way to the mainland.
At Vickerstown, Diesel was pulling in with a special charter passenger train.
Diesel, are you sure you're alright? Your engine hasn't sounded right all morning. Thanks for asking, Clarabelle, but I'm sure it's fine. Revolutionary and all that, you know. Have you been enjoying your time on Sodor, Susie?
Oh, like totally. Sodor is really great. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Unfortunately for Percy, he had spoken too soon.
Oh no, Percy, what's wrong? I don't understand. We were doing so well.
Percy's brakes had jammed right in the middle of a junction between the siding and the main line.
Oh, bust my buffers. Of course this would happen now.
Back at Vickerstown, the passengers climbed aboard, the guard blew his whistle, and Diesel was ready to set off on his journey.
Grrr, Annie and Clarabelle, stop playing games.
How rude! It's not us, it's you! I don't understand what's wrong! It's like something has got inside my engine.
Then, with a loud crunch, Diesel rocketed out of the station.
Help! Help!
Further down the line, Thomas and Sugar Rush Susie had reached the junction with the main line. Up ahead, Thomas could see Percy in the distance.
Well, well, Percy, lazing around, are we? Although I can't recommend a junction as a place to stop.
Oh, shut it, Thomas. You've got the easy job. I'm stuck here until Harvey arrives.
Suddenly, the engines turned to look up the main line to see Diesel racing towards them out of control.
Percy, we gotta get a move on, otherwise this toxic waste is gonna go kaboom.
Oh no, this won't do. Thomas, we've got to save Percy and Ted.
Instantly, Thomas understood Susie's meaning, and he rolled backwards, blocking the junction with the candy car. Fairy floss and bubblegum went everywhere.
I can't stop! I can't stop!
Diesel careered into the sticky, gummy mess on the tracks. And he did stop.
I don't really like bubblegum, but I suppose it has its uses. Great thinking, Susie. You saved us all.
Oh, yes. Thank you, thank you. You're like so welcome, Percy and Thomas. I'm so glad that I could be really, really useful.
Did you hear about Diesel and Sugar Rush Susie today? With Diesel totally losing control, it's such a good thing they were there. Otherwise, the entire island would have been like, you know, Sodor Fallout.
Peeve, did you hear what I just heard?
Grr. Well, it's good to know that our rust works, but it seems like our plan was foiled. I think we might need to make a getaway pod before they work out it was us.
Well, 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 Diesel. Looks like we've been saved from a terrible, terrible accident. Or you, more specifically. What do you have to save yourself? Annie and Clarabelle tell me you weren't taking their concerns about your engine seriously.
I'm sorry, sir, but with respect, I was perfectly fine yesterday. It wasn't until I got biffed by those silly Staten Island steamies that I started to feel a little bit ill.
Staten Island steamies, you say? I've heard some reports of some strange sounds late at night at the docks. I wonder if we got some more visitors than I asked for. Aha! Staten Island rust. The Staten Island controller warned me about these. They're the hallmarks of Peeve and Plod.
2 devilish steamies who must have snuck on board the ship from Staten Island. We must find them at once.
Staten Island rust?
Well, sir, once again, we have made it to the docks. Salty, have you seen anything strange here at the docks, particularly in the last 12 or 24 hours?
Sir Topham, there's been some strange engines moving around here. They just chuffed off towards Vickerstown.
They must be trying to flee to the mainland. Winston, you're up. Let's go.
Hehehe, we're nearly at the mainland. And once we're there, I'm sure we can find a heritage railway that will take in unique specimens like us.
Whatever you say, sir. I just want to get out of here.
Sir, I can smell their steam fumes. They can't be too much further ahead. Haven't been in a chase like this since Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I wasn't even there for that. As they raced through Vickerstown, the signalman got confused and switched the points, sending the Fat Controller and Winston in the wrong direction. Bubbling boilers, sir. I think we've lost them. Just before the bridge to the mainland, Teresa was waiting at a crossover junction with some TNT. Then, she saw something in the distance.
Peeve and Plod, I shoulda known.
You might have stopped us on Staten Island, Teresa, but you won't stop us now.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh really? We'll see about that.
Teresa pushed the TNT truck forward and did what she did best.
Well, that wasn't part of the plan.
Bless my buffers. Excellent work, Teresa. You've done us a very good deed by allowing us to catch these very dangerous engines. I think it's time we sent them back to Staten Island, don't you?
As long as we get to stay a bit longer on Sodor with you, sir, that's not a problem with me.
You have been very useful engines. You can stay on Sodor as long as you like. Later that day, Peeve and Plod were put in a siding, waiting to be towed back to the docks and put on a ship to Staten Island.
Well, look on the bright side. At least we did cause some confusion and delay.
Then, something strange happened as a sound filled the sidings and the steam engines disappeared. Well, Peeve and Plod, I hope you two are ready for your personalized delivery service to the docks. Oh. I swear the Fat Controller told me they'd be here. Must have been a mistake.